Well, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Everybody will be glad to hear me. This is Oxchair and I've been joined tonight with the legend, and the legend is the Bridge. How are we doing, Bridge man?
Oh, good evening to you, Oxchair, and a good evening to all the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to a glorious evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
Well, mate, a game of two halves. I'm sure we'll have some callers want to call in, comment on it. I've got to say, I really enjoyed the first 45 minutes, and I didn't enjoy the second 45 minutes. It's as straightforward as that for me, Bridge.
Yes, I can't disagree with you. I think most people that watched the game would see that the endeavour the boys put in the first half was outstanding. I thought that if they went in at half time 4 or 5-0 up, I don't think anybody could have made anything to complain about. They were really good, played really well.
Some nice stuff, some decent stuff.
Absolutely, yes, and nice to watch. Really nice to watch. The one that stood out for one of the guys that stood out for me, I thought Joe Aribo was excellent, just excellent.
Oh, lovely goal, mate. He's one of the few players we've got. We've got some skillful players, but he's the one that's got that, if you like, street footballer in him who can do that kind of thing.
Very impressed with him. Very impressed. And the goalkeeper. Let's tell the goalkeeper. So what is wrong with them, Big McGregor? What's wrong with him?
Nothing, mate. He just did a lot of pre-season, mate. He's like you. He's idle.
Okay. He's like me. I like it.
Anyway, so if people want to join us, what's the number? This must be the longest show in history. Started at 8 o'clock.
I know. The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in the call by Old School Blue. I'm sure Fox will be with us at some time this evening. Well, first off the rank tonight is a one and only JFK. Evening, JFK.
Evening, Oxshare. Evening, Bridgeman. How are you tonight?
Oh, magic, Jimmy. Thanks.
Mixed about that, JFK. I thought some of our football was excellent in the first half, and I thought we'd really toiled in the second half. Personally. Yeah,
I can't disagree with that, mate. The first half, I thought we played some nice football, and I agree with you about Joe Aribo. A lot of lovely goal that was. It was in Hadji's header. Was a blinder, mate. They played really, really well. Some nice football. There a few technical difficulties in the second half.
Here's a question for you, JFK. Hadji's goal, was that his first touch?
No.
I reckon it was, mate.
Was it?
It was.
Touched
the mob in 10 minutes, but I might be wrong.
No, thinking back, I think it was. I think you're right.
You might be right.
It's probably his first touch. Well done, Oxford. Well done. Very observant.
Aye.
That's how I get the big bucks and you get nothing.
Yeah, but it was a proverbial win-it game of two halves. First half was a canter.
It gave me a lot of questions for our blend in the midfield and how we're going to play. And I know it's a pre-season, you don't want to get too much into it, but the tempo disappeared. We didn't look such an effective team. We missed Alfredo, who I thought did an excellent first half, Bridgeman. Bringing players into the play and joining up with players and some nice touches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think his touches are very nice, really good, and it's good passer there, ball. Good pass.
All right, we've been joined by the second caller of the evening. Port Bear's joined us, and I think Stardog sneaked in the boys' gate, so we'll go to Port Bear first. Evening, Port Bear.
Hi, boys. How we doing?
Good, Port.
Hope you're all good and well. Aye, interesting game, Ox. Great first half. Plenty of passing, fluid. The tempo was high. The movement for the front three and even the middle three at times interchanging and stuff. Positions, Elkshire, absolutely phenomenal, mate. But a massive drop off in the second half, and with a few changes, that's not what we need to see. Be making a few substitutions in the second half. I don't like to see the drop going as drastic as that, mate. I understand it's still pre-season, I get that, but should it really drop? The standards really drop low.
The tempo dropped, the passing dropped. We looked as if we were struggling in defence, which we looked all right in the first half. But decision making get poor. I don't know. I don't want to read too much into it. It's a pre-season game, but that was the way I seen the second half.
Aye, 100%, mate. 100%. That's just what I'm saying. I just only opinion. I know it's pre-season, but I don't like to see a big. For me, Oxshare, it was like 50% drop in all the aspects of the game. The passing, the movement, the fluidity, the tempo, everything just seemed to dropped by about 50%. And I get they've had a wee hard pre-season, a few days here over in France, etc., playing 2 games in 40 hours over in France. But I'd like to have seen him just go and turn on the screw, mate, and score a couple more in the second half.
6 games in 3 days, 3 games in 6 days, JFK, so it's obviously going to take its toll. But for the piece, mate, we've scored 8 goals in 3 games against 2 decent sides and a team that's gave us problems in the past, so we've not lost any goals.
No, I think we could see that in the second half of the Nice game. I think the legs started a bit tired, so that was expected in that aspect. But the football fell away definitely in the second half. What I would say is that I mean Motherwell's supposed to come to Ibrox and play a friendly. A couple of their tackles are a bit naughty, but again they went back into the. It's a friendly, and it's to try and get the rushing and suit the legs, and they came as if we don't want to lose any more than 3 here, and they just shut up shop. I mean, going on, mate, play a game of football and enjoy it.
I actually thought they were more offensive in the first half of the second half than we were, mate.
You think so?
In the first half of the second half, I thought they were more offensive. Anyway, we've been joined by Stardog. Evening, Stardog. Welcome back, young man.
Evening, guys. How you doing?
Okay, Stardog.
All right, mate.
Right, bud.
Your good self.
Aye, getting in, mate. Just going with a couple of things you said, mate. I know the boys have obviously basically touched on the full first half, but I seen a lot of negativity towards Alfredo Morelos and folks saying, when's he coming on and things like that. I think if you actually watch the game and know a striker's job, I think he's hard up play, his distribution of the ball, the way he brought Hadji and Kent into the game sometimes. The only thing the boy did today was score, mate. I actually think the four of them, the four of them,
be our best player in the first half of the piece, mate.
Oxford, I think his build-up play and the way he enables himself to bring other people run about him into the game, he's very, very good at it. His distribution with the passing's always been good for me. And it's good to see the other 3 boys chipping in with goals. It's not as if we're going to be just a one-man team. It's good to see the boys chipping in with goals. I thought Ryan Kent taking his goal well, but Joe Aribo, I mean, honestly, mate, I think his footwork inside the box is among the best I've seen at Rangers players in a long, long time.
The last time I seen footwork like that was Fox up with Savoy.
David Charleston.
Aye. But the second half to me, Oxford, posed a lot of questions. I didn't like to see Stephen Davis and Arfield when they come on. I thought they totally lost the midfield. I thought Arfield didn't look as if he had a lot of energy about him. Uncharacteristic of Stephen Davis to lose the ball the way he did, mate. But I mean, I don't see the energy there when they two were on the park, and it posed a lot of questions to me about the midfield going forward this year, because I thought Aribo and Kamara, they were one step ahead of everybody in that Motherwell midfield tonight, mate.
I agree with you, Morelos. There was 2 instances he played a blind pass and put my defence into trouble. I don't know if you noticed that, Port Bear. And there was one when Barisic had about 60 yards to go past him for a wee roll in, and he tried to nutmeg the boy and get a shot in at the same time. But apart from that, I thought his link-up play was excellent. I thought he had a good game. And we're a different team with him on the park.
He brings so much Oxford to Rangers, Alfredo. His hold-up play, like Stardog just touched on here, it's second to none, mate. He's as strong as an ox. He holds the ball up well, he brings other people into play. And like I says, the 3 of them were interchanging. There's sometimes Kent was going through the middle, sometimes Hadji was appearing in the middle, mate. And I have to say again, I know I'm a big fan of Hadji. I thought Hadji was excellent today. The first half, Oxford, he goes into the box. He appears to be, picking up great positions. He always gets a quick shot and goal. And, he took his header absolutely fantastic. Nice wee header back across the keeper. Where it goes, into the roof of the net. I think the front 3 look exciting for me, mate. If that's going to be front 3 for starting for the season, which looks like it could be, it looks pretty exciting, mate. There's a lot of movement there and a lot of, passing. And then, like Stardog says, Joe Aribo, big twinkle toes. He's just, mazing through that. He's mazing through them defences. Guys, honest to God, and you can't touch him. You touch him and he's going to do it, it's a penalty. And for such a big guy, when he's 6 foot plus.
Such a strong guy and all.
Strong, pacey. When he's driving at you like that, there's no stopping him. And he's going to be a big, big part of your midfield this year. I think he'll be a mainstay, guys.
Can I come in and Ox?
Yeah, and you go, Bridge.
I was going to say that I thought the first half, I thought our team were excellent from start to finish. some better than others, but no failures at all. In the second half, there was incidents, small incidents. There was no fouls given in these incidents, but you could see the lateness of tackle. You could see where the foot was going, the trailing foot was going as the Rangers player walked past them. All of a sudden, the Achilles tendons open to them. And I'll tell you, these guys, they were doing the dirty fly stuff, That's what I saw. So I've got no problem with Rangers.
To be honest with you, Bridge, I think Rangers' problems in the second half with were they making, mate, with decision making.
I think they tended to lay off. Once they saw this starting to happen, they don't want to get any bad injuries, so they started to look after themselves a wee bit better, which, in my opinion, added to the failure insofar as a football, something to watch, a good game of football. Because I think Motherwell players were just dreadful in the second half. They played good for them. But as football's concerned, nah.
I thought it was your decision making that put us in trouble. JFK, no, and Motherwell done, and then I thought they had the ball near their goal for about. They looked more likely to score in the first half of the second half than we did, in my opinion.
That was part of the game. I missed a couple of technical difficulties now, but I mean, I agree with what you're saying there. I mean, I think the second half I saw, it was our making. We did look lethargic and tired, and that's to be expected, mate. We tried to make as many.
But across here, we have been joined by Twinkle Toes. He has joined us. The Fox, evening Fox.
Good evening, lads.
All right, mate.
Bridgeman, my old mucker, you keeping well, pal?
I'm doing a lot better right now, Foxy. I think we're starting to see small signs that things are good. Yes, thanks very much. Thank you.
Anyway, I must be the only one that was thoroughly entrenched. Is that a word?
Yep.
Entrenched?
Entranced.
Yes.
Entranced
With that.
Entrenched. That was
forget
14-18 in
this.
France, mate.
But just forget about the second half. What we seen was our first team in the first half. I've said all last season about the two wide players up front getting into the box, and what a difference it's made in these pre-season friendlies. Both of them are scoring goals, and that's what we lacked a lot last year. The midfield three of Joe Aribo, Ryan Jack and Kamara were absolutely excellent for me. Their movement, their passing, their willingness to run with the ball was everything we've been looking for at the midfield. And the back four were just comfortable. That's all you need to say. We mentioned for John McLaughlin, begin to look more and more like a decent goalkeeper to me.
Aye, mate, looks as if he could be a good signing. Good point.
Yep. But, I mean, once we started to make the changes, we were never going to get back up to the pace and the fluidity that we had in the first half. Overall, I was absolutely delighted with that performance. And that was a competitive friendly in the first half.
JFK, what would you do with Brandon Barker's hair? I know you're a style icon.
I've got the shears here, mate. I'd take a lot off.
All right, okay. I just wanted to know.
That's about
it. But he done okay, and obviously looked a bit tricky. But Defoe, I hope it's not a hamstring, because if it is his hamstring, it could be 6 weeks. JFK.
Definitely, I think it was his hamstring. Seen the replay after it, and the first instance I thought it was his knee, but then when he showed you the replay, and he's definitely grabbing a hold of the hammy. So if that is the case, then it'll be 5 or 6 weeks about, mate, I think.
Never trust anything to do with hammy.
Correct.
Stardog. Fox is maybe right, first 11, second 11, whatever a mixture of that, but we're not going to play 40 games to Christmas with 11 players. So is that a worry for you?
It's a worry in the sense that we set such a high bar and such a high pace in the first half, mate. And I know we're kind of going to the second half now, but another thing that really worked for me in the first half was the switch. We switched the ball, mate, 3 or 4 times, and it was absolutely beautiful the way we did it, and we just cut them right open. And I think with more space in the park in the second half and fresher players coming on, I just don't think Arfield in particular, mate, I don't think he had very much energy about him. Another question I would ask is, Brandon Barker and Jamie Murphy seem to be the automatic guys to come in for Hadji and Kent. We're not seeing Jones, we're not seeing Greg Stewart. So there's players there, mate, that are obviously still not performing in training. And like you're rightly saying, Oxford, that can't be. It's impossible for that to be our first 11 for right up until Christmas without anybody getting suspended or injured. Because these are just things that naturally occur every season. So for me, I would have liked us to keep the same tempo in the second half, mate. I would have liked to have seen Joe Aribo and Kamara maybe have stayed on to 60 minutes or whatever. But that's just been picky, really, mate. As Fox said, the first half were absolutely brilliant to watch.
I mean, I agree with you, mate. I think in the first half, 3-0 actually flattered Motherwell. And obviously we brought 3 players on there. Davis, Arfield and Defoe. And obviously their pre-season will be completely different to what the other guys are doing. They'll not be, because of their ages, they'll be looking after themselves differently,
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that they were just going through their pace and their build-up, and so that, because these guys have never let us down in competitive matches. I've got a question for you, Porkbear, and I'll take it round the panel after your good self. Jermaine Defoe, can he play in that Morelos role?
In my opinion, no, mate. Definitely no. And the reason he can't, he's different strikers. Jermaine Defoe, mate, it's your fox in the box. He's a guy that'll get you, he's everything comes alive for him. Bit like McCoy and Chris Boyd. He's that guy. He does not bring, in my opinion, he doesn't bring other players into the game. He won't drop deep. He won't, drop in the midfield, hold the ball up to allow your midfield to come up and your wing backs to overlap him and play it around the corner. Now, if you remember right back, that wasn't part of Morelos' game when he first came to Rangers, but he's developed, mate. But in my opinion, Jermaine Defoe can't be that man. And we did have, on this show, we did have our doubts. If starting this season with Jermaine Defoe and Morelos, would it be enough? And on this show, we've been unanimous, mate. We've said no.
I think somebody's had the doubts about Jermaine since he walked in the door, JFK.
Yeah, I can't see him lasting half a season, never mind a full season. As Port Bear said, there are 2 different types of strikers, Alfredo puts more into his game, and he brings other players into the game more than Jermaine Defoe does. I've been saying since day one, since we got him, I didn't think we should have got him in the first place, but he's there. We still need another striker, and probably maybe more so if he has got a hammy. And there's a lot of reports about, we'll probably see them more about seemingly Napoli's in for Alfredo. That seems to be the breaking news now for 20 million. So even if we were keeping Fred, I've always said we need another striker Oxford. So for me, Jermaine Defoe is a bit part player. No more than that. He's 37. He's not going to recover for injuries like that quicker like other players, mate.
No, he's not, and obviously you pick them up there, and he's still got good movement. Stardog, he's intelligent, but he's not going to run away from anybody. So you've cut out that ball behind, didn't you?
Aye, I mean the problem is, mate, Morelos is again set such a bar for himself. Morelos is a target man. He can be a deep lying forward. He can be a finisher as well. Jermaine Defoe is really only a finisher, and that's not doing him a disservice, mate, because he's been absolutely fantastic at his full career. But in Scotland and the way Rangers set up and the way teams play against us, the odds aren't really only in his favour, mate. You're depending on a right good ball to get into the box to land at his feet, and 9 times out of 10 he will bury it. But it's creating these chances aren't as easy as they look in Scotland the way teams play against us. And I don't think, mate, at the stage he was at in his career, Rangers were ever looking at him to bring him in to be nothing but maybe a guy you would bring on for the last half hour if you were trying to nick a goal or anything like that. So for me, the idea still has to be is you've still got to have somebody in there after Morelos, like Jimmy's been saying for months, that can play 90 minutes, that can come in and cover if Morelos is out, because we know Jermaine Defoe doesn't bring that to the table anymore, mate, and that's obviously just something that comes with age. So we might be starting to see the effects of it just now. We don't know how long what this injury is, if it even is an injury, or how long he's going to be out for. So we'll just need to wait and see, mate. But for me, Rangers always have to still be looking, mate, for somebody else.
Fair comment, Bridgeman. What's your opinion of Defoe playing in the Morelos role? Oh, he's doing a bridge. Fox, you with us?
Oops, pal. Sorry. Okay.
On you go, Bridge.
Sorry, pal. I was just going to say he can't play. I don't think Morelos is. Defoe is good enough to play the type of role that Morelos gives us. So I doubt it very much. He plays his own role, but we would have to adjust a couple of positions round about. Whether we can do that or not, I don't know. But I'm not taking away for the guy. The guy can put the ball in the net. There's no doubt about that. But much like Jimmy said, and Jimmy's been consistent in saying it, sometimes it's a bit of luxury, and we might not be able to afford a luxury like that for too long. But I think he could still do a job for us. But we have to be in our mind. We have to get it right that he's not going to be the answer for sure.
Thoughts? I mean, I'm not having a go at Defoe. I just don't think that the way we set up, you're using him to the best. I think he's somebody. If you work, it'd be a 4-4-2, and he'd be playing off a big striker. If I'm being honest,
Agree.
Well, for me, Jermaine Defoe will score goals for us this season. I think he'll be helped out greatly with Hadji and Kent coming into the box and no leaving him himself against two big defenders. If that's the system we're going to play this year, where they two are number 10s and getting in the box, I think you'll find more room. But the manager has already said that he's in the market for a striker, so we'll just have to wait and see what comes out of that. I mean, when you look at Defoe, I think it was against Leon, 1 chance, 1 goal. That's how good that guy is.
Nice finish in Leon. It was a nice finish.
Yep.
All right. I mean, I don't want to turn on bitchfest against Jermaine, but he was part of the second half problem. Who was man of the match for you, JFK?
First half, it was Aribo for me. We are close. I would say Fred. Between him and Fred, I thought I would get you Alfredo. First half performance, I thought he was the best player. I'd like to see that.
I'm going to say Barisic, mate. I thought, we've not mentioned him, I thought Barisic was a wonderful first half. The left-hand side was his to do what he wanted at times, Wonderful left foot, as always. Great crosses. The cross he put in for Hadji, he put one across to the back post as well. And, it was some cracking deliveries, mate, and they'd be on the end of him, but I thought Barisic was outstanding, mate, today.
Stardog.
Hard to pick between the front fours, I would say, because I put Aribo in there as well, because he gets himself forward, but it would have to be Joe Aribo, mate. It would have to be. He put himself everywhere in that first half. He was stopping passes in midfield. He was making passes. His link-up play with Barisic and Hadji was brilliant, and obviously the goal as well. The footwork and the finish, mate, for the goal. I would have liked to have seen him get an extra 20-25 minutes in the second half, mate, but as I said earlier, that's just been picky.
All right. What about yourself, Bridge? Who impressed you most?
Dana Bridgman again.
JFK. And last orders for Fox.
Joe Aribo for me, I thought he was tremendous on the ball. Controlled it. His wee flicks are like a viper's tongue, isn't they? they're absolutely like lightning there. And his touch and 1-2 to get into the box and for his goal was absolutely out of this world. Joe Aribo, clearly for me.
Is he becoming your main man, Oxdear? Is he becoming your main midfield man?
He gives you something different. He gives you that, if you like, how do I put this? I'm not going to say X factor, and I'm not going to mention other players that you're going to compare it to, but he has got something different where he can beat a man for midfield, and there ain't many of them about anymore.
Yeah, because what I think he's added to his game, Stardog just touched on. Today he was winning tackles and he was getting stuck in, and that's something because he was more advanced last year, whereas Gerrard seems to have said this year you're going to be in that midfield three in the engine room, so you have to work and you have to tackle and you're going to have to be strong. But as you said, he's the one that's going to step out of Kamara and Jack and go and get involved with the front, and with them lovely feet and go to goal, mate. And he has got a finish as well. He proved that last season. I just think he's going to have a big season, mate.
He must like to come in with about 15 goals over a season, whereas Kamara and Jack, when they get that between them in 3 seasons,
Yep. I agree.
I I think as well, Oxford, the difference with Joe Aribo is in the midfield. He gives you that different dimension. Like you say, if he beats a man in the midfield, he gets his cell into the box. He's got the ability to draw defenders out as well. And with Kent, Hadji and Morelos, I mean, they're up there in the line. It looks like we're playing three up front almost at times. No, it's a different dimension to the team altogether. Just with pushing the four players just that bit higher up. And obviously, Aribo's got the feet, and Kamara as well. Some of the footwork for him in the midfield, drawing tackles and things like that as well. He looked really, really sharp in the first half. So it's a sign of good things to come, mate. But we knew this last year that what some of these players were capable of, and it's about maintaining that area of the league.
Can I ask you something, Ox?
Yes, mate.
Just and the rest of the boys in the panel. Do you, obviously what we spoke about? You touched on this earlier on, mate, about our first 11, right? Do you believe we've got 18 players that's going to take us on, 20 players, etc., to take us on and be a decent squad? Because I'm struggling, mate, after 12 and 13.
We're still about at minimum 2 or 3 guys who should be fighting to get in the first team starters, mate. We need them.
Aye.
We're a bit short. And if Jordan Jones, unfortunately, Ross McCrory and maybe who else played the other day, the boys Stewart and Doherty, if they're not going to get a chance, we'll go to shake hands and get them off the wage bill, and they've got to move on with their careers as well, you know. And then we need to bring in 4 players that are going to, if they get in the team, they're going to be there for 6 months, mate. Because they're good enough to be, you know.
Yeah.
We don't need any projects. We don't need any young boys. That's only my opinion. But I think we've got to sign at least a couple of players who are going to be pushing and improving our team. GFK, I heard your dulcet tones there.
4, mate.
4 for you.
4.
Striker, a fighter in the midfield, somebody that can fight a bit better. I know Ryan Jack could be that man. I still say we need somebody in the central defender because Big Katic is out, and I would like to see another right back come in to chase the arse off of Big Tav to get him. But if Tav's not done anything wrong so far, but the big boy Patterson will come good eventually. But that'd be the 4 I would go for. I think we're all right in the left. I think we should be okay there. But we definitely need a striker and a good defensive fighting midfielder, mate.
Do you think we're light in GFK? Sorry, Ox.
No, that's all right.
In the middle of the day, Port, I know our midfield is flooded now, but I think we don't seem to, as I say, I'm hoping Ryan Jack takes up that mantle. But I think the priority for us is a defensive midfielder and another central defender. But I've always said since day one, as you know yourself, mate, I've always said that we need somebody better than Defoe. And I'm not being bad to Defoe because I rate him as a player, but he's 37 now, and I just think that to go through a full season away Rangers that the fit was played up in Scotland, I don't think it's for him. He's a bit part player.
It's not even just a full season, mate. It's Saturday or Sunday, Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah. And
what we've got is maybe unique that every single game's a cup final and it counts.
Yep.
You know, there's no in England when maybe Man United are playing Colchester, we're playing Albion Rovers. It's a cup final for them, you know.
Aye.
You know, and I know Colchester would begin their all against Man United as well, but it's just different. It's intensity, and it just doesn't stop.
And every game for us as well, Oxford, is like a cup final this year because this is important. This is important, mate. That's how I think we need the squad this year of quality to take us through.
That's what you hit on there, Port Berwyn. I totally agree with that, mate. And what you said there as well, Oxford, the Man Uniteds and the Liverpools and all that, they can afford to drop 4 and 5 players a game against the likes of the Colchesters and things like that. But we can't afford to do that. I mean, we can maybe make some changes, but every game's a cup final for anybody that plays against us. So we need a decent, probably more than a decent 20 pool to compete this season. This is a big season for us. It's Stevie G's break or bust here. So he's got to.
I mean, I've got to say, mate. I mean, people will talk about Stevie G. The team and the way we play now compared to 2 years ago, it's just night and day, and the improvement in the team.
Correct.
is just unbelievable. If I think somebody put, I think it was Sunday, it was 6 years to the day we played in that Sacramento when we played in the fairground.
Aye.
And and we're playing against teams, Nice and Olympic Lyon, and we're doing okay, all right. It's only friendlies, we're not getting too carried away, but we're doing all right. We'd have played any of the teams 5-6 years ago, maybe even 3-4 years ago, or maybe even before Stevie came in. We'd have been sitting behind the couch watching it.
Aye.
But only my opinion, of course. Stardog, what do you see has been like? Are you happy?
No, I'm not happy, mate. I would definitely. I think we need to strengthen in the centre back area, especially now that Big Nico's out. Hollander, mate, we've still not seen him. I know you touched on it the other night in the show. You would like to see him getting a decent amount of minutes under his belt before the season starts. Because for me, mate, and I think everybody else would agree here, the jury is still coming out in Hollander. We never really got to see much of him. He came into the team, mate. He was a bit solid, and then he got that injury, and we've not seen him since. So for me, the centre back situation needs to be sorted out because Big Edmonton's distribution of the ball get caught again a couple of times a night, mate, and I don't like that. So for me, centre back, definitely midfield. I think we need one more in the midfield. And as JFK keeps rightly saying, we need somebody, a serious backup, serious contender for a strike partner or replacement for Morelos. Not somebody you're going to maybe get 3 months out a season, spread out a couple month periods, because that's all you're going to get with Jermaine Defoe. So for me, mate, I think we're 3 or 4 players away. But for me, if we're bringing them in this season, it's got to be first team players. I agree. We don't need any projects. I think we've got enough of them. If you look at Hadji, Kent, Morelos, Aribo, they're all still pretty young. Kamara's young himself as well. So I think we've got enough of that. I think what we need to see is a 26, 27, 28-year-old, a determined player, mate, that's ready to come in and battle for either his first team place or if no, challenge for a first team place every single week. Because we all know what's happening this season, mate, and we can't afford any passengers. Every game's a cup final for us this season as well. Not just their teams, by the way.
Yes.
Every game's a cup final. Every game's a cup final for us.
We've been joined by Andy for Leeds. Evening, Andy.
Bruno.
Dear me. He's only on 2 minutes, man. I'm like getting it already. Dear me.
I've got to be really honest. You deserve it every time for that walk.
No, that. Hey, come on now. Hey, I'm just saying, come on, to be serious here.
We're an unforgiving crowd.
Listen, if you don't think I've realised that by now, then you're kidding yourselves. Oh dear. I'd just like to come into your conversation there. I think we're a good 3 or 4 quality players short and out. I agree with Jimmy on the Defoe when I've been saying it all along with Shugs and that. And the thing now with him, that's 2 hamstrings in a short space of time now. So if he's out 6 to 8 weeks, he's going to miss the remainder of what we're doing going forward now. So he's not going to get straight back into the team. So I think we're needing 2 strikers now, quality strikers, and a good right back. And I think we're all right in the middle. That back for the cameo he's done, he looks a different player. So, like I said the other night there, maybe with some of them, hopefully the pennies dropped and someone like try and make their way forward to add to that squad. But we definitely need 3 or 4 players in there now. No doubt about it. Definitely on the striking side of it too for me. It kind of worries me that we're very short. I mean, for me, the first 40 minutes, good. What I asked for in the shows in the past, get 2 or 3 up and... obviously I want to push it on. I think all the substitutions and all that changed the game. That just killed it. But there again, you see, I thought that was a Stonewall penalty. See, that's at nothing each, and we're struggling. We don't get the penalty. So you've got to do what they did, get the goals, get in front and take that off them. If they're not going to give it, at least for 2 or 3 up, we should have enough to hold our own.
I thought I was a penalty myself on.
It was a Stonewall penalty.
On Hadji, he hooked his legs away from him.
Oh, definitely. He turned the ball. I mean, the ball was away from him. So, how did he say he touched a bit of the ball? No chance. He took him out. But there again, we're used to that, aren't we?
I thought that, taking that incident aside, I thought we played pretty well in the first half. I was really pleased at half time.
Yeah, I agree with that. The second half was, like I said, there's too many subs there. I would have left Barisic on for a wee bit longer. And like I say, I mean, I thought, Ashings thought Barisic was the man of the match. I gave it a Rebo and Barisic close second, like, you know. Thought Jack did his usual bit. But as you know, as you can gather with me, Jack's my man anyway, like, so I still think we should build around him. I think the goalkeeper, although he made a cracking save there, I think he's a good backup for the Shagger, no doubt about that. I think, you know, there's encouraging signs, and it is only pre-season. We will get better, and you know, we'll just get the quality players, and you know, I mean, the promises that shit. I mean, I can't believe how long we've left it. You know, but he said something there the other day. Well, we can't do nothing now because certain teams are playing. You know, so there's only 2 leagues playing, the Championship and the Premier League. So is he telling us that he's going to go for some kind of call out of them too?
Well, it could be that if he's going for British players, but also, I mean, there's still some leagues at least still playing, isn't they?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
There's still players playing on. You know, but we'll see. Look, obviously, I'd like to think he's got a plan handy. You know.
Yeah, he has to do, man, because that will not take us forward to where we need to go, and we all know what's on the line here. We just won't get there. I mean, you know, like I said, hopefully the pennies drop with some of them, like, but you know, we don't have a problem over the last 2 years getting online with him or along with him. Once we get there, the bottles go. So we'll have to bring some kind of quality, and that's going to take us forward. And going to come straight into the team, you know. 27, 28-year-olds with good experience that are going to get stuck in, and they're going to walk straight into the team to get that team going. And they're the ones that do drop a bit. You know, these guys have got quality and a bit of bottle about them. They bring these guys up, say, right, come on, boys, this is what we need to do. Just logic, really.
See, as a club box jail, though, you know, I know the fans want these players and that, but everyone here knows themselves. These players aren't really easy to come by, mate. If we're wanting these 3-4 players in, you know, we're maybe going to have to be patient, because in the previous transfer windows in the summer, obviously, it's been big transitions, mate. There's been 15, 16 players come in. We've got a really, really solid base this year, so to get the 3-4 extra quality players, mate, I think we're going to have to be patient and get the right player. Because if we're going to be spending money, it's going to have to be the right player for me. And if it's for first teamers, maybe a bit of patience isn't going to be a bad thing, mate.
You might only get 2, mate. You might only get 2. Fox, I want to talk about the big boy, Edmondson. I want to talk about the big Shirley, who come on. And I think Edmondson, sometimes he looks as if he's a bit cumbersome, but I've got to be fair to the boy. He's totally right fitted playing in the left-hand side of the defence. Have we been fair on him?
He's still got a lot to learn. He's still a bit raw. But he's a good backup centre-half. Hopefully Hollander gets back to fitness a lot quicker than people think he is. Same goes with Katic. The centre-back position I see as a loan ops. I don't see us getting out another 3 or 4 year contract to a centre-back when we've got 2 reasonable young centre-halves in our squad. I don't know what you think about that.
I see where you're coming from there, aye. Port Bear?
Yeah. I think, I agree with Fox Oxshire, because we've got, in my opinion, Hollander is a first team player, and Edmondson and Katic is your backups. So when he's fit, you know, I get what Fox is saying. So would it make sense to go and get, you know, a decent centre half on a loan basis, short term loan, maybe a 6 month to January, for now to January? I don't know. I still believe we need a type. I still think it would be Hollander and Ayler for me, and I'm not going to slag anybody. I think Goldson's a great pre-season so far, but I would like to see another centre half in there. I believe we need a spine. That's what I've wanted. I think 3. I think a centre half, a centre defensive midfielder, and a striker. Somebody that's really going to, you know, push Alfie. But definitely, I think we should maybe look at the loan market for a centre half and buy the rest.
So that's what I think we do need, another central defender rocks here, because I'm not convinced with Hollander injury wise here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if a gaffer's maybe trying to get him fully fit for the start of the season, but he's not played any part whatsoever here. So I don't know much of the fit bit did they miss last season. So I'm looking for him to bring
that cup final. They missed 4 months. They missed 4 months, mate.
So I'm looking for him to bring somebody in, a centre half, a central defender, no a work in progress. And I agree with the guys are saying there about the backups now, but I'm hoping I'm proved wrong with Hollander, but there's just something nagging that says that
with his fitness.
Is high.
One more time will tell me. I want to go back to the game. Andy, what was the game of two halves? I think we're pretty much all agreed in all that, and there was some quality, some real good goals, all different goals, but good goals.
Yeah. I thought the Adji one, the cross from Barrett, which we know he can do that. I think he could float in a way, but like we said on Saturday, there he's, with jury's still out with him. Is he going to do that in the away games? Like the Rebo goal, well, I mean, he's just a total street fighter, isn't he? He'll get dug in. Ashung says he'll be the main man this year. He thinks he'll come on in leaps and bounds. He's a good player, him. He really is. I wasn't sure about him at first because he doesn't look like a football player, does he? But he does little things there that is very cute, for want of another word. And I think we'll be all right there. What was the first one? I can't remember now. Stream kept going off.
It was Kent. Good finish.
Kent, that was a good finish. He took that well. I mean, a big season for him. He's got to really stand up. You know my feelings on him. I don't think. I mean, he can do it against the Sheep and the Filth, but he's got to do it against the St Johnstones and teams like that. But he's looked better, So if that kind of goal and getting in and around the box gets him more confidence for us going forward, then albeit, that'll be good. But like I said, the 40 minutes, they look good. I mean, that's just the show half time. I want his Rangers to go out there and batter them in the second half, but obviously the changes and all that didn't lend for that to happen. But no, look, we've got to take the encouragement. We know there's a long way to go. Again, like we said on Saturday, it's still the same team as last year, and that's the big worry, isn't it? For me, But
Port Bear, now. Port Bear, I mean, I would 7.5 out of 10 for the, maybe 8 out of 10 for the first half, and then maybe 6 for the second. But I would be overcritical because it's pre-season.
It's pre-season next year, but we're only weeks away from the season starting. I don't think we're ever totally critical on this show. I really don't. I think we're pretty honest, and most of us have played the game at a decent level on here, and at a level, so we know what we're expecting for footballers. But in my opinion, mate, like I said at the start of the show, I don't want to see it dropping that low in the second half. As you say, we're jumping for a 7 borderline, probably an 8, as you say, down to a 5 or a 6 in my opinion for the second half. And then just in my opinion, mate, I don't think we should be dropping as low as that. It's nothing. The Arse shouldn't have fought his team, mate. That much. Just for making 2 and 3 and 4 changes. It just shouldn't have for me.
I agree, mate. I agree. I mean, I don't want to make too much of the second half performance, JFK, but we've got to critique what we see here.
Okay. I mean, we have got to critique now, and I think that since we've played these last 3 games, that I don't think there's anybody being disparaging towards the team and that. I think we all realise. I mean, I think we're all clever enough and bright enough to realise what we need for the squad and that. But as Andy says here, it's basically the same squad as last season, So we need to enhance that, and we need to enhance that with journeymen who are ready to come in and just play for the off. But no, as Port Bear said, a week on Saturday the season starts, and I wouldn't be too worried about the white-tailed half of the second half. I would put it down to, I could see that in the second half of the Nice game. They were starting to toil a wee bit. And I think that's why the gaffer made a lot of changes second half. So I'm not that worried. I'm just concerned about the personnel that we should be bringing in before that. I disagree in a bit with Stardog saying about wait and all that, but we can't afford to wait. And the fact is that what happens if somebody does come in for Alfredo? I mean, we play the sheep a week on Saturday. We need to either he's here or he's no here. And with Defoe being out.
That'll not be decided to the last day of the transfer window, mate. Everybody's got a price. That's the problem you've got.
Well, you're saying that, and I agree with you, but then at the same time, we don't know that. If somebody comes in, but the concern is there. I mean, what about Greg Stewart? Why is Greg Stewart not getting a run in? You know,
the manager just obviously doesn't fancy him.
I don't know. I understand it. You know, that's for me. He's a ready-made striker there to come in. If Defoe's injured, there's your man to take his place. You know, and play in there.
All right, we've been joined by Alec. Evening, Alec.
Hello, Alex. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, lads?
How you
doing, mate?
Good to hear you on again.
How are you, mate?
I am fine. Enjoyed the night's performance again. Brilliant first half. Outstanding, really. I mean, it could have been there. Obviously. I going through the motions a wee bit second half, but the game was done and good to get more minutes in the legs. But very impressive.
Should we be so critical of the second half performance, or are you just putting it down to it's just pre-season?
Well, pre-season, but the changes that they're making and stuff, it's going to upset the rhythm of the game, isn't it? So, no, I'm very pleased with what we've seen so far.
Remember, going forward, you're allowed to make 5 substitutions in a game now.
I know, but you got to remember Rangers played their B team earlier on the day against Dundee United, so there was a few of them involved in that, so we didn't have as amount of substitutes on the bench as what Motherwell did. So I think that was a factor in.
Big Bassey played in both games.
Aye, he did. Aye, but he's a young boy. You know yourself at that age, you could play 2 or 3 games a day and no bother.
My memory's not that good, mate. You're right.
Well, by the way, I just want to wish Bridgeman all the best. I hope you're keeping well.
He's just left us, mate. He's just left us. He's gone from strength to strength, but I'm sure Mrs. Bridge will be looking after him, coming from the caring profession.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that he wasn't well, but hopefully he's better now. By the way, can I just say, I can't believe he's only talking about the Black Lives Movement matter with a statement.
No, we're not be talking about that, mate.
Talk about that?
No, right, why would we, mate? It's a live show and you don't know where it's going to take you. Stardog, the second half performance, I feel as if I'm being a bit critical, but Arfield and Davis, who never really let us down in a competitive game, they're maybe 7s through the season every week. They're getting on a bit, and maybe they were just working themselves into the season. I don't know. Have I got it wrong? Was I overcritical or was I fair?
I think you're being fair in the sense that obviously what we've got now within the squad sense, mate, is what we've got, and I think you're kind of looking forward to the season, mate, and situations are arising in your head and you're thinking, is this going today? And for me, mate, I honestly don't think it is. And I mentioned earlier on in the show last year, there was just something about Scott Arfield's energy level, considering the tempo that the team had set in the first half. It was ready-made for an Arfield to come on and claim that midfield position and dominate the game the way Aribo and Kamara was doing before him. And I think that we totally lost the midfield, mate. Motherwell looked a more offensive team. It taken them maybe 20-25 minutes to settle as a team again, mate, and then we get the goal for Brandon Barker, which was well worked, mate. But after that again, we kind of struggled to make chances and we kind of dropped off, and then obviously Defoe pulling up as well, mate. So I think we've seen all this before, mate. At the course of a season, and we've been hurt with it before, and I think that's where the concern comes for us here. I think we know within ourselves it's not going to be enough over a season. It might look good to know, but over a season we need to add to that.
Alec?
I definitely. As I say, the positives are all there to look at. Can I just say a couple of names that you were asking earlier about possible if Morelos does go? Remember that we played Midtjylland last year in the Europa League qualifiers? The big striker up front, Sorry Kaba. Midtjylland have actually just won that Danish league. They won it well, actually. I think they're like 16 points clear of Copenhagen. That big guy was outstanding. I watched quite a few of their games. I think he scored something like 16 or 18 goals or something. Obviously, they're Champions League now, but I think a guy like him, and possibly pairing him with Kenny McLean for Norwich.
I don't know if you followed it. I don't know what have you seen what the Norwich manager said? It would take big money to get Kenny McLean away from there.
He's not keen on letting him go, but the boys are blue nose though, aren't they? So I don't know if it's
the old homesick trick.
Aye.
But Kenny McLean would be somebody who a bit younger, experienced pro, who would be pushing for a place in our team. And also, with Aribo geezes, Port Baird, and any of the rest of these geezes, they're all much of a muchness. Aribo's got a wee bit of physical presence, but the rest of the midfield hasn't he?
He has, mate. And like I said earlier on, for me, he's becoming the complete midfielder. I wasn't sure if he was going to be, when he first signed for us, because he was tall and, he was slim. I wasn't sure if he was going to be part of the front three that all the time. But this year, like most of the squad is, they've all been eating their Weetabix during the time off with the COVID. It's because I've bulked out quite a lot of the guys, and he looks actually physically strong. He's not lost any of his pace, for gaining also a few extra pounds in muscle. He's got great feet. He can take a goal, as we've seen last season as well, Oxford. And he started after this season in pre-season. He's got a goal again. It's a different dimension to Rangers, mate. And he'll like Morelos, when he's out of our team, I think you'll miss it, because Kamara and Jack will sit and mop up all day and let that boy go and join in with that front three. I think he's going to be the man this year, mate. And I really believe Joe Aribo will take Rangers to, the strides they need to be making towards 55. But they just need to add a wee bit more quality, mate, to that squad to help, sustain it throughout the season.
I think we're on agreement, Andy, that's the case. But look, the managers, they'll have their plans and their recruitment. Some of the leagues are just starting to finish, and some of the windows opened. I think it's going to be open for a long time. Mm-hmm. So you don't know who's going to go, your budget, etc. So all these things have to be looked at.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's some kind of activity is going to happen now. It has to do, like we've said. Just a question there. Do you think if, let's say this, is it Napoli that is looking at Morales?
Everybody has, isn't they? Right. I mean,
do you think Rangers will snap their hands off for 20 million, or they just say, "Oh, that's not enough"?
I think that obviously it'd be a business decision. 20 million for somebody brought in for $1 million. But I think for a football decision, it'd be a big decision, and obviously
massive.
Recruitment would have to have a replacement set up.
Well, like Alex just said there, and if I do agree with what he said about that boy with the Danish mob there, because again, me and Sugar's been talking since we played them in Europe. I've been saying all season.
I think he went there for about 8 million, mate.
Did he?
Aye, I don't think he was cheap.
Wow.
So they scored that amount of goals there. They're going to want the return at least, aren't they?
Aye, I don't know. I might be right. I've not checked that out. That's from memory. I think he went there for quite a few million. Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. Thanks to Albridge, who's away and getting tucked in, Fox, Andy, Alec, GFK, Portbear, and of course Stardug. Always great to hear from young Stardug. This has been Rangers Radio. But what I've got to say for all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly here in Rangers Radio, please keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers need you. Take it away, old school blue.
You've heard of Rangers, the famous Glasgow Rangers, that team of giants who come from Ibrox Park. They've won honours from Russia to Australia, but now at Hampden they've gotta make that mark. The Scottish Cup will soon be in their hands. John was the proudest in the land. The Blues are gonna win the cup. Viva El Rangers. We know the boys will run amok. Viva El Rangers. And with every single goal they score, Viva El Rangers. We'll give the lads a hand and roar. El Rangers. We are the people and there's really no denying that they've been trying to put us out the cup. With men like Greg and Fearless, Andy Jardine, them it has been impossible to stop. The skills of Miller, Forsyth and McKean, they'll need a hurricane to stop our team. The Blues are gonna win the cup. Viva El Rangers. We know the boys will run amok. Viva El Rangers. And with every single goal they score, Viva El Rangers. We'll give the lads a hand and roar. El Rangers for Motherwell. There's wee Tommy, Colin Jackson and Big Peter. He's got hands to stop an avalanche. Johnson, Derek, Palin and McDonald. Ach, it's a doddle for Wallace and the boys. The chant of easy, easy from the fans.